like the little competitions that we've been going on about cash prizes, giving out free t-shirts, and just hoping it's going to be quite fun along with our filmers that we've got with us. So it's going to be posted on all of our social networks as well as here. And yeah, we're on tour, as I said, we're on tour at the minute. Along after this, we're going away with Hussein's house, get to fly to Glasgow and then on trains to Liverpool and with Waterloo Road, and it's just that progression consistently. So it's a new thing for us.
It's not America, but Glasgow would do.
So Adam, tell me how you first got involved with Ratchet.
Basically, before Dylan blew up with his clothing line and everything, I actually was a fan, and I had ordered something, and he sent it out to me, and he got it messed up. I was getting so angry. I sent me an email and everything. I wanted the jumper with studs on. It came back with no studs, so I sent him it back again. I was like, it's got no studs on. I'm really displeased. Yeah, he broke down over orders, and he sent it out back to me again, still with no studs. So I just got really angry, and I was like, look, I want my jumper right. And then I was like, hey, look, I design things as well. If I send you a couple of designs, would you maybe look at them? And he did, and within that first conversation, he was like, I need you to do more designs. And yeah, so since then we've just been, constantly going over designs, and I'm at uni as well, which I do, and that's where we sort of found that, perfect fit, because I got to work with a lot of like computer stuff, and then we got our ideas to share, and yeah, it's been up since then, so good nearly 3 years.
Very exciting. Big thanks to Adam, Dylan and Reese for interviewing with us today. We're really looking forward to the fun tent. So if you see the guys hanging around, feel free to say hello.
And you have this camera there again? Are we on?
Yep.
Paul, you have failed to find David Growls. They are the reigning world champions. And you cannot find David Growls? Unbelievable. Seriously beginning to look for an alternate now. I don't know what they're gonna do, but I don't want to be in the Hayabusa shoes now. Oh well. Here's the next update at 6, 7 o'clock, who knows what time it is, but we have the review available and ready to go for rookie class teams and dub A class teams after round 8. It's unbelievable. The scores that we will see now are just absolutely incredible. So will be the videos, because that was the fastest round in the rookie class, round 8. I don't have the sequence in my head, but we see it right now. There is a Black Hawk launching this assault on the sequence for round 8. Okay, so we have a star, a stair-step diamond, and a open accordion, which it cannot get much easier than that. So let's see how they can keep it together. That's a mental exercise actually, to keep the rhythm and take the right grips. And see, there's one penalty at least. Anyhow, this is Black Hawk obviously now. They are currently in 3rd place. The highest score so far was a 31-pointer by Skyfall from Ireland, and Black Hawk beats it with a few penalties with a 35-point performance. Not too shabby, 35 in 35 seconds, 1 formation per second. Now we see the Belgian team Jetmax, and they will up it a little bit, we see that. Let's see if they get through it without penalties. Same sequence, and 31 points for Skyfall so far. Black Hawk with 35 points, and Jetmax from Belgium is the next one, and it looks very clean and very nice so far. White gloves on a dark background, good idea. Dark jumpsuits make it easy for the judges. And moving along, no penalties, no hiccups, and there is a 38 points for Jetmax. So that's a little bit faster than 1 second, 1 formation for a second. And that is definitely not the end of it, because we still have the leader coming. The leader are the Flying Chicks from the Czech Republic, And I'm not going to say the score, you can count it by yourself. Let's play it and then see what the chicks, the flying circus, what the flying circle is going to do with this sequence, tearing it apart probably. Flying circus, we're waiting for you. Next assault on a rookie class sequence, which we have seen in the past. It wouldn't be the first time that we see incredible rookie class scores. We had the Hurricane Factory Chicks last year here in the rookie class, and I don't know what it was, but we had like a 40-point average or something. Now here goes Flying Circus, so count it by yourself or follow the counter on the in-time screen. Well, they even had a little hiccup there at the beginning, look at this. But I'm sure they will make up for it quickly. One penalty for Flying Circus. And now they're moving. Not much to move, in fact. It's more like sitting on place and staying in sync. The right grips at the same time show separation, and that's what it all counts for. We will not see the Flying Circus again in the same category, 45 points. Congratulations, guys. High score, not the highest score in the rookie class history of the event, but one of the highest, the Flying Circus. So we'll move forward and go into the A-class competition now. Round 8 review. Not only round 8, we have a little surprise there too, but we will begin with the update. The leading teams in the first 3 spots don't really have a competition any longer, so we started a little bit lower where we do have a competition, and that takes place between the Vosswind girls, teenagers, 2 sisters, a cousin I believe, all girls, and between 11 years I believe and 17 years or something, but all teenagers from Norway. They have a tunnel in Vosswind, that's where the name is coming from, and Vosswind girls and Funsies from I think from Denmark they are actually, not from UK. We're 1 point separated by 1 point after round 7, and in fact the Funsies were behind by 1 point and the Vosswind girls were in 4th place. They are scoring 13 points, and we'll see what the Funsies are going to do. One penalty for the Vosswind girls, and now we're going to move forward to the Funsies and see what they have to do, what they can do, because they were 1 point behind in the A class after round 7. There they are, Funsies. They're listed as a, I don't know if this is correct, whether they are from the United Kingdom or Denmark. I'm not quite sure, I have to check on that. Anyhow, here they are, and that is the sequence with a block in there. Block 6 is one of the 8 A-class blocks. The first blocks that the teams are introduced to once they're leaving the rookie class competition. And Funsies has block 6 here. 3rd time now that they're performing it, and they're ending up with a 16 points, 3 points. They win on Vosswind girls, and they change their positions now. So the Funsies are now in 4th place, the Vosswind girls are in 5th place, and the teams are separated by 2 points. We have a competition, still 2 more rounds to go. And here comes the little eye candy. We're going back in the competition. We didn't show much of double A and rookie class competition yesterday, but we had the highest score in the A class actually in round 3. So the Fly Spot chicks will present to us the sequence of round 3. I think it's a random sequence too. That was a side body, I believe. Well, not a few penalties there, but to begin with. But the sequence we see is a side body and an open accordion and a bow. A few penalties there already for the Fly Spot chicks from Poland. The judges don't like it very much. It's a fast pace, as we can see from sequence of only random formations, and there's separation missing a few times. So that was a high score for all the A-class teams with 35 points, even despite all the penalties. Anyhow, we saw the sequence for round 3 now, and next that we're going to see is the same sequence, but now here comes the most famous, infamous Bodyflight Black Magic lineup with host Paul Meyer in the lineup and Joey Jones in the lineup, and they will show us how they are performing a random sequence, and it will be impressive no matter what. I would have no idea how to do this, and you don't see that very often. You see that actually only once a year when you come to the World Challenge. And I was in the chamber actually a little earlier, and I saw another round of Bodyflight Black Magic, which included block 8, Canadian T, and I have that in store for sometime later. So 18 points for the random sequence for Bodyflight Black Magic. Well done, guys. And I tell you, when they go in the chamber, you better go, because it is fun to watch it. It's very, very skillful at the same time and very hard, and it's very much fun to watch it. So maybe we'll see more of that later. We will have the new update again in an hour no matter what. We are still looking, we're trying to help Hayabusa finding an alternate. I don't know yet who it's going to be. Fact is, we haven't found David Growls yet, and we are waiting for any messages. If anybody can help, if anybody sees them, let us know. We see you in an hour. Thank you. Yes.
It's Josh and Juju. How's things going for you guys?
Awesome.
Yeah? Training going alright?
Yeah, it's going alright. Yeah.
Good. Okay, good. What are you most looking forward to this year?
First place. First place. Yeah.
Okay, good ambition. Alright. So, how long have you guys been in as a team?
That's our second year now.
Yeah, this is our second year and our third competition together.
Yeah.
Okay, so battle tested.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah,
Excellent.
A little bit of experience.
Alright. What have you had to change for your training for this comp? Because of the new format, you obviously having to do all 3 disciplines.
Yeah, well, we had to learn how to do the vertical. So obviously Juju has a little bit more experience than me in vertical flying. But yeah, it's a bit new for both of us. I've done it. We've both done it once before here, but it was a while ago.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we had to learn from scratch again and learn all the numbers and put it together. But
yeah. Was it harder to divide your time between sort of doing your free routine, which obviously takes up quite a long time to sort of make that up,
Yeah,
and then the dynamic and the...
We try to split everything in three parts, and we try to train as much as in between dynamic and 2 VFS. We try to train as much and a bit more for the free routine, just because it takes more time to create it.
Juju, as I think remembering back to when Dynamic sort of started first coming around, you were involved with sort of the beginning stages of that.
Yeah, with all the mafia, with Fabian, Adam, Howard, Raf. Yeah.
So for you, is it nice to see how that's progressed over the last few years and where we are now with it?
Yeah, it's really cool from the first competition in Bodyflight in 2012. Yeah, we did a lot of way.
Yeah, it's been a long road, but I think it's
but
finally
it's
getting
good.
to a really good place now.
It's really good, and it's really good for the sport. The dynamic is like pushing a lot the skills of everybody.
Yeah,
and we have more and more competition, so it's like really in good shape.
Cool. So, with regards to the competition this year, who do you think is going to be your closest competition?
I've been doing the Wind Games in Emporia Brava, and for sure the Smooth Criminal are on the lead for now, and we try to catch them up.
Mm-hmm.
And I know Ovard is always a good team.
Yes.
So he's going to be for sure on the lead, and we have to be faster.
We will be.
Yeah, there is no doubt. Are you guys going for the overall competition win, or are you focusing on one of the categories?
Overall.
The overall, for
Yeah,
sure.
that's a game.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you think which category is going to be your best? Do you think?
It's hard to say. It's hard to say. We want to take as much victory as possible on the dynamic and the VFS, and see how our free routine, how the judge enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it has to be. I think the team who will win dynamic and VFS will win the overall.
Mm-hmm.
So that's pretty much our strategy.
Okay. So the free routine, you don't think is going to?
The free routine, you never know with judges, and it's pretty subjective. So you can train a lot, and at the end, if people don't like it, it's artistic. So, and the dynamic and the VFS are like really clear. It's time and points. So, so it's probably easier to judge.
Okay.
So, and there is no room for luck. So. You have to be fast, and for the free routine, you never know. Sometimes in the past we saw some not mistake, but some misunderstanding of what was shown.
Yeah.
And so
that was always the problem with free fly, wasn't
exactly.
it? That's why
we
started to work on the dynamic and everything.
Yeah.
So, do you know the judging lineup this year?
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on it? Is it good? Strong?
Yeah.
No, it's perfect.
They're strong. They're all they compete in dynamics, so they know what they're gonna judge, and they know how to fly. So it should be like really fair on the judgment.
Okay.
I don't really care about them.
Okay.
I'm sure they're gonna.
So hopefully the 3 rounds actually will be judged with a little bit more understanding than perhaps.
Yeah, exactly.
In the
Yeah,
past.
for sure. Yeah.
So we should see better scores coming from that.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Excellent. So hopefully we'll have a catch up later on in the competition, see how things are panning out.
Yes.
And we'll go
Perfect.
from there. All right. So good luck to you guys.
Cheers, mate.
Thank you. We'll catch up later on.
Thanks.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Very much. Hello and good evening again, guys. I'm going to be bringing you an update from the artistic event. The round 9, so the final round, the speed round, has been flown. We don't know the results. We're not going to find out the results until sort of like 7:45, something like that. So keep your eyes peeled for there. What we can do though is we can just bring you a little bit of an update as to what happened in the event. I want to just take a look at the Rosendahl video if we can. First time I've really taken a close look at these guys. They've been performing averagely in this competition, so it'd be good to see how they handled this last draw, which was a in-face snake, and then a bottom loop 360 layout, and then a out-face shuffler. So there's the in-face snake. They're really making sure that they go past that line, very nice. So looking good. There's certainly a team that look like they've got plenty of potential. Just busting on that bottom loop 360 layout. The person flying in slot number 2, I forget his name, he just didn't quite go past the line in the 360, hence getting the bust. So remember that each time they get a bust, they bust again there, is a 5-second penalty added to their time. So there's the out face shuffler coming through into their 3rd and final page. It's a pretty fast draw, this one, so it should cause some nice tension to be built for the outcome of the top places. It was looking pretty tight at the top of the table going into this round, and nice finish there from the Rosendahl guys. So good to see them here. As I said earlier, it was the first time that I've seen them here at the World Challenge. Oh, there's the weenie and the butt guys, just starting off. We'll take a better look at them a little bit further down the line. As you can see, I'm joined by Paul.
Oh, hi, oh yeah.
Hello, hello.
Yep.
Having a good comp so far, Paul?
I'm telling you, it's been one of the best years we've had. Yep.
Good, excellent.
Yeah, very good.
Good. So, great to see the Rosendahl guys here.
Yeah.
Not being very often. Oh, we're looking at the weenie in the butt guys.
Weenie in the butt.
And there they are, just finishing off the in-face snake. They're going to come through and they're going to do their bottom loop. And then through into the head down 360 spin at the top of the layout. And into the out-face shuffler. So again, this is a young team. It's the first time they've competed together. So hopefully we'll see them competing a little bit more. So Glenn just busting on the beginning of the snake there, not completely going past the line. And there they are getting into the bottom loop 360. Ryan just getting a little bit ahead of Glenn. Just having to make sure that Glenn's not in his way before he goes into the out face. And there they are out of the tunnel. Fantastic job. Good. I'd like to try and show the airspace video if I can. Again, Hovard and Jonas doing a fantastic job. Remembering that Jonas only started flying around a year ago and only 6 weeks ago cracked out face head down. So this draw for Jonas could be a bit of a challenge because the out face head down shuffler. It's a pretty blind move when you're flying it. You can't really see where the other flyer is, so you're relying a lot upon them getting out of your way before you just push back and collide straight into them. Performing the 360 with a little bust there. He's handling the out face shuffler quite well, Jonas, flying in slot number 2. Hovard with his normal smooth flying style, leading the way very nicely. Nice bottom loops. You can see that actually Hovard's experience coming in there, they're doing the bottom loop near the wall before they come under the circle. That just means that they don't have to worry about their arms or their head going through the circle and breaking that line and giving them a bust. So Hovard's experience really coming through there to teach Jonas the good way of flying that. And again, nice bottom loops out from the circle, really eliminating that risk. And Jonas flying those out-face shufflers very well. Not an easy move, just a little bust at the end there. Didn't quite come past the line completely with his whole body, but performed very nicely.
Oh yeah, great job, great job.
Yeah, indeed, very good. So it's been a good year for the free flyers, I think. We've had a few young teams come onto the scene. I hope to see them continue through and progress and only get better, of course, with a little bit more training. And really looking forward to seeing the results come out later. Happens and see what happens not only in the end of this the speed category, but also in the overall classification as well. So we'll catch up with you very soon. Bye.
Hello. I'm very well, thank you. How are you? So, Pete Allen, skydiving royalty. You're not coming to our challenge this year, unfortunately.
I know. I actually felt I was really torn, especially when I told Paul for the first time. I could see he was like, "You're not coming to my event," and it is the best event. I mean, it's the best time event on calendar year. So I'm gutted I'm not coming, but it's the first time, and I'll be back.
Yeah.
Next year.
Good. No, I hope so. I'll hold you to that.
For sure. To be honest.
So you think it's the best tunnel event in the calendar?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, it's been going for a long time. You guys do such an excellent job. The facilities always improve. It's what other tunnels use as a measure, you know.
Yeah.
And it's always been for sure.
So do you think it's quite important for skydiving in general to have big tunnel competitions that help push the sport?
I do, because I was chatting to people about this earlier today. I mean, it's the future. You know, it's how we can access, how the public can access what we do in freefall. Right. Otherwise, what we do in freefall is just they have no idea. So we can put it as a show right in front of people. And for us, it's like I mentioned, the way things run. You know, we go in, we know we're going to be flying at this time, we know we're going to get the competition done. Yeah. And it's a very positive thing for skydiving.
What about junior teams? Do you think it's a good experience for them to come and see the big dogs compete?
I mean, you just said it there. You're part of something that's huge, and you get to be at Brands Hatch at Silverstone when everyone is racing, and you're already having your race as well. Yeah. So I think it's a great opportunity. It's not very often you get to play alongside the people who are at the top of the sport. So I think it's a good motivation. I think it means that they keep coming back as well. They're going to be rookies 1 year, they're going to see the experience, like, right, I'm back next year, see me like that. So I mean, just the size of the company speaks for itself.
Yeah. Well, we are big this year, 89 forward teams are currently entered. Yeah. So we're on course to beat our existing record. Have you had a chance to look over the team list that has entered so far?
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be exciting for the second, third, fourth, that area. First, I'm expecting IWC to have a decent gap. I mean, even with Jeroen, as they've proven already, they're a strong team.
Yeah.
SB aren't here to challenge them. The teams that are challenging will be SBC and Gavroche.
Right.
Those are the strongest ones I've seen. I don't know if there are any of the strong teams, but those are the next two that I think should be fighting for it.
Yeah.
So I think second and third is going to be a battle. A bit like last year with us and the French.
And the French, yeah. That was a nail biter as well. When you're in that position, when you're doing a jump off, like how much pressure is that on you?
Okay, so when I was 21 and first doing stuff like that, it was horrible. I felt physically sick. Last year it was sheer enjoyment and excitement. I absolutely loved every moment of it. I mean, obviously you get some nerves, but it's healthy nerves.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. I don't know if I'd be able to cope with that pressure. What about the UK teams? Have you had a chance to see? Because we've got a lot of 40 UK teams entered so far.
I mean, the UK skydiving scene is huge, especially in forward. I mean, forward definitely, but I think more than any other country, there are more forward teams. We see a lot of the teams on our tunnel camps.
Yeah.
So you're always kind of mixed. You work with all these teams and you want them all to do good. I think there's going to be some very strong showing by the UK teams. They're going to continue the work that they're putting in. Some teams have been together now for 3-4 years.
Yeah.
Just working them through. So UK will be strong. Yeah.
I imagine you and Steve are probably in quite a unique position obviously with the UK tunnel camps that you guys run. You've probably seen a lot of what an actual place skydivers grow from the start.
It's a pleasure to be part of that process.
Yeah.
And we'd like to keep on doing it as well.
Well, we are going to miss you this year.
Rock on.
And we're on 2016.
Cool.
Thank you very much.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Go when you're ready. Alright, so I'm here with Weenie in the butt. Free flighting. I'm wondering who's Weenie and who's the butt?
Yes.
You're Weenie.
Have we discussed this? Is this something
I think we have, yeah.
Oh, okay, first. That made me the butt then?
Yeah, I think it does, yeah.
Well, I'm smaller, so it's got to be.
It's only logic, right?
Yeah.
In proper terms, Ryan and Glenn. Guys, is this your first year competing together?
It is.
Yeah. Okay. And what brought that on?
I desperately needed a partner. Glenn stepped up.
And you couldn't find anyone better than Glenn, right?
Well, I mean, yeah. No, honestly, Glenn's been amazing. Like, with a month to go, like, we formed, it's been brilliant.
A bit of a last minute entry?
Yeah, definitely. We've been training pretty hard for about 4 weeks, but it's not been much. But hopefully it'll pay off in a short way, I suppose. Hope so.
Okay, good. First year challenge, is that right?
Yes.
First ever competition at this level?
Yeah.
How are you thinking about it?
I'll be honest, I'm nervous,
Yeah.
but excited as well. Once the first round's out of the way, I'll be alright. For now, like, waiting around is killing me.
I think we're quite thankful that the first round is a free round as well, because it means we can get in there without thinking about the sort of moves we have to do. It's something that we've just practiced loads of times. We can just get in there, we're used to being in the tunnel.
Sure.
A little less pressure.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, good. How do you feel about the new format to the way that the competition's being run this year?
To be honest, I don't know how it's different. It's our first one, so it's all good for us.
Typically it's always been, the standard 2A artistic competition has been 3 rounds and then the sequentials, and then the dynamic is separate. So this year having it as 3 categories, and then an overall winner as well. How has that impacted in your training? Has it made it harder to train and divide your time?
At first I thought it would be, but to be fair, we managed our time quite well.
Yeah.
We really broke it down. Yeah. So we started with the dynamic and went from there.
Well, that was the hardest bit, that neither of us had ever really done any of the dynamic dive balls. So a lot of our training was just taken up, just learning what each sort of layout and line of move actually was and where it started and finished. So yeah, before we even got on to any free rounds.
Okay. Yeah, try not to smash into each other like.
A few of those.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, good. How do you see the competition panning out for you guys? What's your aim out of it?
Just to experience the competition, just have fun. Like this is hopefully something that we're going to carry on into the future. Maybe we'll see what happens. But yeah, just be here and experience and have fun. I suppose. No bigger hopes than that.
Yeah. If we can do like the rounds clean, that's my main aim. Like the speed will come naturally, but I just want to do it clean. That's my personal challenge.
Okay, so go for no bust.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to try and go for.
It's a good little challenge. That.
If I bust straight away, feel free to laugh.
I'll be reporting.
Yeah.
Who do you see being sort of your closest competition, do you think? Out of the guys that you've seen training and stuff like that?
Well, we've only really seen Adam and Steve, so varial training. So yeah, personal friendly competition that we
You've got no chance!
We've not really seen anyone else train, and we've been quite conscious and not focused on other teams as well. You know, we want to just kind of do our own thing.
Because then it doesn't matter what they do, it's just down to us doing the best that we can do. So.
Yeah, I think that's right. I think sometimes you can get really caught up on what the other teams are doing and you forget actually, we're doing this for ourselves and stuff. Okay, good. Well, I hope you enjoy the competition and hopefully we'll catch up later on today, maybe after a few rounds and see how you're getting on and progressing.
Cool, thank you very much, man.
Good luck, guys. Okay, hi there guys. I'm joined by Team Varial. We've got Adam Dare and Steve House. Guys, you were actually the reigning dynamic champions, are you not? From last year.
You could say that.
No pressure.
Technically, yeah.
Yeah? Are you feeling the pressure this year to try and maintain that?
This year we're doing it for fun.
Yeah?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, we haven't had a lot of chance to train that much, but yeah, we're alright.
We'll see what happens, right?
Yeah, I think we got a little bit lucky last year. There wasn't like the level of flying this year is a lot higher. I think the European guys obviously train a lot and they're super good. So now we'll have a lot of fun. We're just done the last minute one and I'm just really enjoying it.
Yeah, cool. Okay. How have you found the new format? Has it changed things in the way that the free fly will be run, or the way that you have to train?
I quite like it. Like last year was good because like we kind of got away without much training because it was just like it was all flying that we could already do, and we just had to figure out where the lines and all the moves were. So we had to work a little bit harder this year because there's a free round.
Yeah.
The speed stuff is cool because it used to be in the competition, and so I've spent loads of time in the last few years training it.
Yeah.
And so I'm kind of glad to come back because that's something that I've spent a lot of time on in the past. And
I did like the fact last year that there wasn't a free routine as well, because it takes a long time to produce something that's actually really, really good. And obviously some guys have got plenty of money to spend with it, and obviously this year we didn't really have that much, so it was quite nice to just have a little speed round, find out who's the quickest. And yeah, it takes a long time to create routines and stuff, so sometimes it kind of feels like it's not as fair as it could be.
Right. So, but we're hoping like we should be okay at the dynamic, maybe not the best, but we should be okay. And the speed stuff I think we're alright at.